Organizational culture, an invisible force. Positive organizational culture can be the foundation that drives your organization's success. Have you considered that the key to growing your nonprofit isn't simply about funding or outreach, but rather about something invisible, yet deeply felt? What is organizational culture? What is that invisible force? Your organizational culture, which when it is intentional, can transform how your team works and your organization's mission impact. For better or worse, it shapes how a nonprofit grows and operates. Paying attention to it is key. Based on your organization's strategic direction, that's vision, mission, and values, it needs to be embedded into everything you do as an organization. And what does embedding organizational culture mean? It means aligning everyone's goals and actions with your organization's strategic direction and defined purpose, bearing in mind that there is no one best structure nor one best practice, creating an operating plan that has organizational culture as an integral part, evaluating and monitoring cultural impact by establishing checkpoints, and consistently communicating with everyone involved. So why does organizational culture matter? Because when your organizational culture is strong, intentional, and people-centered, everything else tends to be easier. Your staff and board feel valued, supported, and connected to the mission. They're not just showing up to check off tasks. They care about the work, and it shows in their productivity, effectiveness, and participation. A healthy culture creates a few key benefits. Clear expectations. People know what's expected of them and how their role fits into the bigger picture. Open communication. There's trust and transparency, so challenges are addressed early and ideas flow more freely. Collaboration and respect. Team members feel safe sharing ideas, taking initiative, and learning from each other. Higher satisfaction and lower burnout. When people feel respected and heard, they're more likely to stay, grow, and thrive within your organization. So how do you start? Building a healthy organizational culture isn't about necessarily making big changes. It's about intentional, everyday actions. Here are some best practices to consider. Being intentional. Living intentionally makes life and leadership clearer. This means making conscious choices that align with your organization's mission and values. Putting culture into strategic context. Reviewing your organization's strategic direction, along with your board and staff, allows to step back and reflect. Keeps everyone grounded in the why you're doing what you're doing, and makes sure that the work you do reflects the organization you want it to be. Listening to understand and not to respond. Listening to understand means attentively listening to other people's perspectives, whether you agree with them or not, and fully processing what they're saying before immediately formulating a response. In contrast, listening to respond often leads us to pre-plan our reply while the person is talking, potentially causing us to miss important details and appear disrespectful. Our next best practice is assuring engagement. It means approaching conversations with the mindset that no idea is a bad idea, and at least allowing the person to express their views. This reinforces a culture where people feel seen and valued, not just managed. Being clear in communication and storytelling. Culture lives in your communication, which is how you talk about your work, your mission, and each other. Clear, empathetic, and authentic storytelling helps people connect emotionally to the organization and invites them to be part of something bigger than themselves. Building respect and trust. This is simply because you're a leader, it doesn't automatically entitle you to respect and trust. Leaders who show humility, consistency, and follow-through set the tone for an organization where trust can thrive. And when trust is present, collaboration deepens, and your team is more likely to stick around through the highs and lows. Defining your open door policy. It's not just about saying my door is open, it's about proving that it is. Culture is strengthened when leadership is accessible. Feedback is welcomed and communication goes both ways. And finally, celebration and recognition. Don't forget to celebrate significant achievements. Recognizing moments where your team embodies your values and reinforces the culture you're trying to build. So in conclusion, organizational culture is not a project or a program. It is an ongoing way of behaving throughout your organization as it evolves. With intentionality and effort, nonprofits can build an environment where employees thrive and the mission succeeds. If you'd like a deeper dive into shaping organizational culture, then find out more on our blog at jblstrategies.com, or you can contact me, Jane Baxter Lynn, at jblstrategies.com, and I'll see how I can assist you.